Today on Mark's Moments, I'm hanging with my friend Sydney.
I am diabetic, but I want people to know that I'm a kid first and a diabetic second, and I can do anything that normal kids can do. I just kind of have to take the roundabout way and do a couple extra steps before I play a basketball game or before I go to the movies or hang out with my friends.
Sydney, what does it mean to be diabetic?
Well, basically your pancreas, which is something in your body, stops working. The white blood cells attack it, and so it stops producing the insulin that you need to regulate your blood sugars.
Is there more than one type of diabetes?
Yeah, there's type 1 and type 2. I have type 1, which means I didn't do anything wrong. They think it's because I had pneumonia when I was 4, so everything was crazy in my body and it just kind of attacked my pancreas, so it's not working.
So Sydney, I'm wearing your spare insulin pump. Of course, it's not giving me insulin, but it's attached right here, and you're wearing yours as well?
Yeah, except mine's giving me insulin.
Now, do you find it hard wearing one of these when you're getting active?
Well, sometimes I take it off when I'm getting very active or playing an intense game of something because it gets ripped out pretty easily and that kind of hurts. But it is annoying, like even sleeping on it or like when you're running and it bounces up and down and stuff. So yeah, it bothers you sometimes, but you have to get used to it again.
You go through highs and lows when you have diabetes. Can you tell me what that's like?
Well, when you're high, you're really thirsty and the water goes right through you, so you have to go to the washroom a lot, and you sometimes get grumpy because you're not feeling very well, and you take that out on other people around you.
And when you're low, what do you do and what does it feel like?
When I'm low, I feel dizzy and I feel like crying and the whole world's like working too fast for me, and sometimes I start shaking and just am completely out of it. People will be talking to me and I won't even hear what they're saying.
And has having diabetes ever stopped you from doing anything that you want to do?
Sometimes I have to work harder than other kids to get places, and I have to work harder to feel better, but I do it, and I'm living fine right now, so. And
it's a credit to you because you've never gone into shock, so you're monitoring your diabetes.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go play some Pick It Up.
All right.
What's the medicine called that you take?
It's insulin, and it's like it looks like water, except it smells really bad.
So how do you get the insulin into your body?
Through this tube, through the pump, like that, and then goes through the tubing and then into like an IV sort of thing.
And then you've had to give yourself a needle in order to set up that IV?
Yeah, it's like a little inserter, and you just kind of put it on and click, and it goes in, and you just take the needle out, and there's like a little piece of plastic inside me still, sort of, and the insulin goes through that into my body.
Were you scared of the needles?
Yeah, they were a lot smaller than the needle in the insulin pump actually, but you don't really see the needle in the insulin pump till it comes out, so I didn't really know what I was getting into.
It's snack time! Sydney, what is this stuff?
This is my glucometer. It reads my blood sugar and how much sugar's in my blood.
And in this thing that looks like a cell phone here, it says apply blood, so I'm going to be applying blood onto here.
Yes, it's going to suck your blood in.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Actually, it didn't
you can take it off and
okay.
then squeeze a little bit.
Squeeze, okay. Let's see, so we've both got
there.
blood going there.
Okay, and then you just have to put it in the little thing.
Is it frustrating always having a diabetic diet?
Well, I don't really have a diabetic diet.
Okay.
I can kind of eat whatever I want, but it's kind of frustrating sometimes when people are pigging out and having all the foods that they want, and I have to like count every single chip.
Is it easier for you to eat at home than at a restaurant?
Yeah, it's easier to eat at home because at home you can measure what you're putting in. Here you can't see boxes of what they buy, and at home if you have the chicken nuggets out of the box, there's a box that says, well, for 5 pieces it's 25 carbs, so that's easier.
This food looks delicious. Let's keep eating.
Hanging out with Sydney was amazing. We played basketball, I learned about diabetes, I tried a glucometer, and we even found time to walk our dogs.
Whew, it's cold out here. I hope your dogs like winter.